Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Shamim Ahmed, and today we will be going on a journey, on a small, short journey, which you may have already known if you are doing any kind of research or you have submitted a paper in any journal. You may have come across this software called Mendeley. So Mendeley is basically a reference manager software, but it has other uses also, which we will discuss in this session. So today the topic of today's session is Kickstart Your Research using Mendeley. That how we can use it to help in our research, not only writing the research paper, but also doing the actual research. Okay, mostly the literature survey you can say. This is the outline of presentation. In this session, we will talk about what is Mendeley and how we can make an account on Mendeley and how we can download these softwares. And then what will be the interface we will see online, and then how we can add references in a Word file, and how we can use Mendeley for adding references, and how we can insert citations using that. Okay, so what is Mendeley? Mendeley is basically reference manager software. You may have come across different reference manager software like EndNote, Zotero is there, and even Microsoft Word has its own reference management software which is inbuilt in MS Word. So like that, Mendeley is a reference manager software, but it has different functionality. Like the first and most important feature of Mendeley is that it saves your time by automatic citing in different formats. Whenever you write a paper, you have to cite some articles, and we make a citation in within the paragraph, and then in the end we have to set the list of references there. And for each and every paper, for each journal, there is a different style of formatting in which you should give your references, right? But in Mendeley, we will just have to choose the paper which we want to cite in our paper, and it will automatically reference them. So there will be a lot of time saving in formatting those citations, right? And it ensures that references are 100% correctly formatted, and it keeps your reference organized. Like if you have collected papers there and you want to see all of your references, then it helps you organizing them, and then it helps in finding relevant articles also. It has its own search engine for, so that's why you can also search in that search engine. You can also search research papers of your field. Okay, then it also has the features of academic collaboration. Like if a team is working on some research project, and they want to share some data between them, or they want to review a paper collectively, then they can do that by using these software. Okay, कभी ऐसा होता है कि हमारे पास एक ही पेपर है और कई टीम में कई सारे लोग हैं, तो अलग अलग लोगों के कमेंट्स, जैसे आप ही एक पेपर लिख रहे हैं तो उसको आप शेयर कर सकते हैं अपने टीम के साथ यहाँ पर, जिससे कि वो लोग उसको रिव्यू करके आपको कमेंट्स दे सकें और आप उसमें चेंजेस कर सकें उसके अकॉर्डिंग. ठीक है, देन registration and download. So first, to download it, to register on Mendeley, we will have to go to mendeley.com, and from there we can create a free account. As you can see here, it's a red icon. Let me show you online. Okay, like here we have it. Okay, so if we go to mendeley.com, then this page will come. From here you can create a free account, or from here you can go to create a free account, and when you will click on this link, it will give you a form. It's yeah, here you can put your email ID and your password, and then you can make a free account with Mendeley. Mendeley is a sister company of Elsevier, so that account will also be useful in elsevier.com. Or if you already have an account for elsevier.com or Science Direct, then you can directly use that account here, and it will be completely valid for that. Okay, after signing in, you can download your Mendeley software. On the below, in the bottom of that page, you have download reference manager, web importer, and citation plugin. This reference manager is the basic program, desktop program, which is an offline program. Okay, now Mendeley provides both offline and online access, and the interface for online and offline is approximately same. You won't feel a slight difference in working offline and online in both the software, but I feel it convenient to have it installed in our laptop, because in India we don't have internet access everywhere. Okay, we generally we have a laptop and we travel a lot, so it's not possible to have good quality internet everywhere. So that's why I prefer to put it in my hard drive. So you can download it from here. It's a Mendeley reference manager for desktop. Now when you will put download, then it will ask you, like it is sensing, it is detecting my operating system as Windows, so it is offering me to download now for Windows. But other for other if you are using any other operating system, then you can download from here for Mac or for Linux, anything. When you will click on this link, this will start download, and after downloading you can open this exe file, and it will start to install it. Okay, you have registered an account and you have installed Mendeley Reference Manager for desktop. Then the second thing is install Mendeley Web Importer and Mendeley Site. Mendeley Web Importer is a tool which can directly use if okay, we have Web Importer here. If we just install it to our Edge, or you are if you are using Chrome, whenever you will go to this page, whenever you will click on this Web Importer tab, then it will ask you to get web importer from Edge or for Chrome, for Mozilla Firefox, whichever browser you are using. When it will suggest you to get it from its web store or its app store, then whenever you will click on it, it will take you to that app store, and from here you can get it now. Actually, I have already installed it in my Edge, Microsoft Edge. That's why it's not showing me the option of getting it now. It's showing me the option for remove, because I already have added it into my extensions. Okay, so what does a web importer do? Web importer is a tool to directly add a web article, a research paper which you are using on online, to your library. Okay, it's a web importer tool. And then second thing is Mendeley site. From here, where when you go back, there is a Mendeley site also. When you click on this, it will offer you to get Mendeley site. It's a tool, it's a plugin of Microsoft Word actually. So when you download it, it will get connected to your Microsoft Word, and whenever you open your Word, then this tool will help you. This tool will add citation from Mendeley references to your Word reference. Okay, so we will get to it later, but for getting it, you will have to enter your Microsoft account, which I have Microsoft email ID. Then it will offer me to get it now, and when I click on get it now, then it will just embed it with my Microsoft Word, which is installed on my computer. Okay, then okay, it's installed in my computer now, and when I open the Word, then it will show here, like here, this page will open and it will show Mendeley here on the right hand side of the page. Okay, and if you go to references here, in Word, on references tab, if you go to there, then you have Mendeley site here. Whenever you click on it, this window will open. If you close it, whenever you click on it, this window will open, which will be a, what you can say, a short image or a shorter version of your main library in Mendeley. Okay, we will come to it later when we will add the references. So now we have installed Mendeley Reference Manager on our desktop. We have installed Mendeley Web Importer, and then we have installed Mendeley Site. So first, we will see what the Mendeley do. How does it look? What is the interface of library? Okay, so for that I will open Mendeley. Okay. This is the main home page of your Mendeley software. Whenever you open it, this is how it will look. But as if you have installed it just now, then you won't have any article here. Okay, this window will be empty, because you will have to add some articles in your library so that they can be shown here. Okay, so this is the basic interface of a library, how it will look. So all references, here we have different tabs. These are all references. Whichever reference you add to your Mendeley library, those references will be shown here. And it has a recently added tab, like I have recently added this one paper, so it's showing here that okay, you have added recently there. Recently read, I have recently read these papers, so that's why it's showing there. Then we have favorites tab, which we have whichever article we just put a star on it, then it shows under the favorites. Then we have collections. In collections, where collections are like different type of folder. If like if you are working of different kind of project, or you are working of different papers which are in of different fields, like at a time I was working on solar cell also, and light emitting diode also. So that's why at a time I was in last semester I was working on e-waste. So that's why if you want some papers to be organized in that way, okay, so we can just create a collection. Here is a new collection here, and we put our new papers, whichever field is it, under these collections. Okay, so we can group our papers, our research articles, so that we can easily shuffle them or easily read. You can so filter them or sort them out. Okay, then groups are there are the groups. These groups are just collection of people. Like you make a group and you add some participants into them, so whatever you are doing in this group can be seen by other participants also, and whatever they are doing in this group will be shown in both interfaces, in your interface also and in their interface also. Okay, so these are folders, groups, and yes, we have notebook feature is there. If you can see the top left corner of there is a library. So if we are clicking on library, then we get to the library option, and in all references we get all references. And then there is a notebook is a feature in which it just work as a scrapbook, like a rough book we have. Okay, so whatever you want to write, we can use here. Like we want to make notes about something, about a research, or about anything which we are doing, so that we can do here. Like I have this info type of notebook where I have this title, and we can add whatever we want. Okay, back to all pages. It gives page by page. Like from here we can add new page. So new page will be there, so we'll have to put a title of the page, whichever you like we have a seminar here. Okay, seminar will be the title of the page, and here like I am online. Okay, so whatever we write here, that will be available in the notebook section. Whenever we click this notebook section, it will show all the pages which we have used till now. So this is the page title, and it will show some body. Okay, it will show when you edited last this page. Okay, just like it's showing just now I have edited it, and if we click it, then I can see what I wrote on this page. Okay, so all in all, but this notebook is general. Like this notebook is common to all references, to all articles. But if we want to write something specific to specific article, okay, like we have added these article. If we want to write something to these article, something specific to this article, then we have annotations for that. If I am writing anything in annotation, that will be a link to that article, and it will show only under this article. Okay, like this. If I make a note here and then I just drop it now. Now, if I click on this article, I won't see that here. So annotations are article specific. Annotations are personal, but notebook is general. Notebook will show the same pages for all the articles. Actually, notebook is a feature of this software. Okay. So notebook is for whole software, and annotations are for specific articles. Like, okay, then the main part, how to add the references. Like how we can add these references. So for adding these references, we have different types. Like we can add it manually, we can upload PDF, web importer is there, or simply manual. We can directly add from Mendeley search engine, or we can import library from other softwares also. So for adding manually, so here we have add new option in this library. Whenever you will open Mendeley in your desktop, like if you press a start button and you just open Mendeley reference manager, then you will come to this this layout, or you can say that this home page of that, in which it will show the library. In library, if you have clicked on all references, then it will show all references. Why it's not showing properly? Okay, because it's a second window. No problem, it will take some time to load. Okay, now it's loading. So if you click on all references, then it will show all references here, whichever paper you have added in that. So if you want to add a new article, then we will click on add new, and it gives you options like files from computer. If you have a PDF, you just give a file from computer and it will upload it into its library. Or there is there is an option add entry manually. So if you are adding entry manually, you have complete control of your data. Okay, if you have an article which you don't know, if you have an article in print, okay, and you don't know what's that DOI, and you want it to reference according to you. So there is different types of references which you can make. Like we have for bill, book section, computer program is there, or journal article, web page, conference proceeding or conference article, or book chapter. We have options for all of these articles. Okay, so we will select anything like magazine article, newspaper article, journal article, and then we will put title, authors, and we will add different authors here, and the information about the journal. And these field change for each and every entry. Like if I am adding magazine article, then these field will change. Okay, publication, year, city, month, it's asking. Before it, when it was journal article, it was asking for journal, year, and volume and pages number, right? So for each entry, the questions will be different, the details will be different. So it depends upon you, like which type of article you want to add, and you just put the details in those columns. Okay, but if you have DOI, like every article has its particular DOI or has the identifiers, like archive ID is there, or PM ID is there, PubMed ID is there, or DOI is there. No, normally most of the papers which are online available, they have their DOI. So if you put just that DOI in this in this bracket, or in this what you can say, in this field, then you just put search button, you just click search button, then it will all automatically search this paper and get its information. Like if I show you, I have where the drive in papers, LED paper city. Okay, here we have a list of articles with me. So LED paper one, if any paper I open, like this is an AIP article, and here is its DOI. So I will just, what I will do, I will just copy this DOI from 10.1063 slash, and I will put this DOI in this field here, and I will click select, sorry, click search. When I search it, as you can see now, it has collected all the metadata from that reference. It has taken its article, and it knows that it's a journal article. It has added all its authors, the journal name, year, from pages, volume, issues, everything, and even the abstract. So it will take all the entries from website, and you have just to click the add entry, and this paper will be added here. Okay, here, this is that paper, improvement in blue ING, indium gallium nitride and gallium nitride multiple quantum well titanium diode without with indium graded last variant. Okay, so this is the paper. Now if we want to see the details of any article which we have added here, we will just click on that article, and this information will be available on the right side of the screen. Okay, so this was adding the entries manually. If you want to add entry manually, you can put it direct DOI here. Or if that article is not available online, maybe that's a newspaper article, or that's a magazine article which is not which doesn't have its own DOI there. So what we can do, we can just put the details here about that article, and we can just add the entry. It will work perfectly there. Okay, so second method for adding the articles is just a minute. For second method for adding article is upload PDF. Directly we have a PDF in our computer, and then we can just upload that PDF into the library of this Mendeley, and it will collect all the information from that PDF. Look, we have to select this file from computer, and then we have to select that paper which we want to upload onto this onto in this interface. Okay, so for that, I don't think I have any research paper in my download section till now. So what we'll do, we will take a paper from my specific folder where I put all the papers which I want to read later. Okay, this LED paper is there. So here you can see all the papers are available. We can add one or multiple files. If we want to add multiple files, we can select simply shift or select multiple files. Or if you want to add the whole file, then you can just select all and add all the files to the Mendeley library. It will come into that. Okay, when we select this paper, okay, let me select this. Yeah, it looks good. So let's open it. When we open it, it will show that okay, it's uploading there, and then it will show that it has added that, and it show that it already exists in my library. I have already uh, added that before. So now it's showing that this article is already in your library. Okay, so where is it? Okay, this two duplicates are there. It's showing. So when it will give you the option of delete one of them if you want to, or just keep it as it is. Okay, so whatever we do, it will add those references. If even if we don't do anything, even if we just take the files from computer, any file, and I just upload it into here, and it will again show me that we have duplicate, but it won't. If I just cancel it, it won't do anything. So these two papers are now in my library. Okay, this for 2009 and 2011, and whenever I click on it, it will show info of those new journal articles here. And as you can see, everything is in place. We can see the authors here. We have the title completely correct, as was in the PDF file itself, and here is the abstract, and it is also showing PDF file here. Like, okay, you can this file is attached to this entry. Okay, so this is the second method, which is most easy method, you can say, because most of the file, what most of the times what we do, whichever paper we want to read, we just download them into our computer for later reading or for giving to students, or sometimes directly we just read them at that time. But what happens whenever uh, because research is not a one time, it's not like today I am doing this and today I will complete it. It takes time. So what happens when I am reviewing a paper now, but time gets over, and tomorrow again I'll have to read that paper. So it will be a tedious task to search that where I stored that paper, or you can say, even in which folder your paper is, you will have to you'll have a problem. You may have, if you have written any research paper till now, that we come across a problem that how to see which paper it was, because as you can see now, as I showed you when I imported a paper like this is the name of paper. So because since when we download a research article from internet, the title is not the file name. File name is different and title is different. So sometimes searching that paper which we were reading yesterday is a tedious task. So that's why in that way Mendeley comes into play. It helps a lot in your literature review mainly. So that's why the uh, title of this presentation was how to kickstart your research. Because at my time when I was doing PhD in back in 2015 and 2016, I had this problem that I used to download many papers which were related to my field, and I thought, okay, because college was over up to 5, and I have to read those paper at my home also, or another day. So after that, when I shut down my computer again, when I wanted to look at those paper which I was reading yesterday or 1 week back, then it was a tedious task to search that paper. So in that manner, Mendeley helps a lot because it gives you a list of paper with their titles. You don't have to search which paper was it. So you can just easily go through those papers, and here you have title, you have year, which year it was published, and the authors. Sometimes it happens that you just remember the name of authors. That I was reading a paper of soon, so you can just go through the authors, and you can select your paper from the title, and you can start reading it. Okay, from where you will read. Okay, where for any paper which you have, just a minute, for any paper which you have a PDF file in your computer, it will show that you have a PDF file there. Like for this paper, if I select this, it will give me an option to read. Or for this, just that paper that I added just now, so like this was the paper. So if I it will give me an option to read. Whenever I click this, so it what it will do, it will open a window in itself, and it will load that PDF from my hard drive, and it will show me here like this. Actually, this PDF, it uploads it into its library, and from there it opens it for me so that I can read it there. Okay, so it becomes very easy to read articles using Mendeley. In earlier version, which I was using, in that it gave an option open PDF with default with computers PDF reader program. So when we click that, it will just open that PDF in our computer program. Okay, not in Mendeley's computer program. So that's the case here. No problem with that. But the using its PDF reader program has its own perks, which I will tell you later. But now you may understand that doing while reading papers in the time of literature survey, it is very helpful. Now the second thing, the third option for uploading a PDF is using web importer. As I told you in the starting, that you can start downloading web importer. So if we are searching some article on web, okay, like we have Science Direct here, right? All of you use Science Direct mostly, or all of us maybe, and sometime we use IEEE Explore. So I can also open IEEE Explore also. So if we come across an article on Science Direct or IEEE Explore, like I have searched hunger index in Science Direct, so it has shown me many articles here. As you can see, there's a lot of articles available on Science Direct regarding hunger index. Okay, so here we have web importer. When we installed our Mendeley web importer, so it just gets connected to our Mendeley account, and when we click on Mendeley web importer, it shows all the articles which are available on this page. Okay, as you can see, all the articles which are available on this page are shown here. From here directly you can add them into a library. Okay, so but if you are adding them into your library, it won't download the PDF. It will download the PDF of those articles which are open access. Like you can see here, this article is showing open access. So that's why it's showing view PDF option here. So that's why in this Mendeley web importer, it's showing me that you can also view its PDF also. And I can select as many articles as I want up on which are available on this page. And I will select like, okay, I will go with these two, and it gives me an option that where you want to add them in your just my library section. My library section means jo mean where we have all references. Okay, or if I want to add it into some collections like e-waste or new folder. Okay, whatever paper is in whatever collection, it doesn't matter. When you click all references, it will show all the papers of all the collection. Okay, so you don't have to worry that I have put that paper in that collection, so how will I find it later if I forgot which collection I put that paper. So there's no need to worry. When you click all references, all the papers, all the articles will be shown in that list there. Okay, so I will just add it to my library. Then okay, these two papers have been added to my library. When if I want to view library, it can, yeah, it's the web interface of that library. As I told you that it shows a similar interface on web also and on desktop also. Then what we can do, if I come across any article, like here I am using IEEE Explore, and if you search any article from there, okay, like LEDs. So if you want to add any article, if you want to take any article from this page or whatever page is it is, even it may be a journals page or anything else, you just click on that article, and from there we can just we will just use this Mendeley web importer, and it will show this article. And if it is open access, then it will also uh, allow us to download its PDF. But as we can see, this article does is not an open access article. That's why it's showing PDF not found. So if we click on this article and we just add it, so it will add it in our library, and this will show view library section. So when we go to our library, then this article will be shown there. Okay, white light emission, GN based that. Okay, it's coming in, right? And all the other articles which we have added today. So these are this is the method how we can add uh, journal articles or any article into our library using web importer. Okay, so this was the third option, and the fourth option is using Mendeley search engine. So if we go to mendeley.com, as I it's mendeley.com, when we open it, then it will show us option to search articles. Whatever article we search here, like if we again go for LEDs, so it whatever topic we put here, it will show us the related article for that from all over the web. And from here we can easily add these articles into our library. And if it is open access, like it's showing there open access PDF, so this PDF will also be available. And if it's not open access, and then PDF won't be available. Okay, but we can still add all the data related to that, like title and whichever data we need for cite that article. Okay, so By using this web importer, we can just add these articles whichever available on this page. It will come in this list, and whichever we want to add in our library, we can just select it from here. Okay, cancel it. We can select it from here and just add it to our library. Okay, so that's how the web importer works. Then in the end, we have import library option. Like if we are using any other reference management software like Zotero or EndNote, any other reference management software is there. So there is an option, like in Mendeley, there is an option that you can select articles and you can export them as a library. So there is an option of the export option is in bibtex form. So you can import that library into your Mendeley software using import library options. Okay. Then manage your library. The library management comes now, which I told you in the starting that in when we see our library here, so there is an this is the option for library. When we click on it, all references are shown. So there are different options here, like recently added. If I click on it, it will show recently added articles here which I added today, and then recently read articles are there. Then favorites. If I want to add any article to my favorite, then what I will do, I will just go to that article and I will click on that star button. If I click on that star button, this star glows yellow and this article is added to my favorites folder. Okay, then it shows my publication. Here also you have to add your article into my publications, and it shows duplicates, that which articles have been added many times, so you can see them and you can delete all the duplicates if you don't want to stack up your space. Okay, then it shows the trash, which the articles which you have deleted there. Then we have collection, as I already told you that these are the folders. If you want to make a new collection, then we will just click on this option. We will make new collection here, ppts. Then this collection is now empty. So any article which I want to add on this collection, I will just drag and drop it into here. Okay, I will just put drag and drop into ppt's collection. But whichever article I am dragging and dropping, it will always be in my all references collection. Okay, so there is copy paste only, cut paste is not there. So whichever article I am putting it into this folder, this article will be available in this folder also, and it will always be available in my all references folder also. Okay, so all references, that's why it's called all references, that it will show every reference which you have added till now. Okay, then we have collections for folders. Then we have groups. We can we have different, like I have only one group there. So if you want to make a group, you will have to just click on new group and make give it a name. Okay, like if you want to add some IMS Ghaziabad, like I had Aligarh Electronics department for that. Okay, what it? Okay, so IMS Ghaziabad is there. Now you can manage group. If you click on these three dots, it gives you an option of manage group, rename group, or delete group. So in manage group, you can add persons here. You can invite members. In one group, up to 25 members are there. So you can invite members by putting their email addresses. So they will accept the invitation and they will also be able to see this group. So as this group is showing in my Mendeley, say in a similar way, it will be shown in their Mendeley, and whichever paper I put in that group, it will be shown in their computer also, and they can give their comments on those articles. Okay, so this was favorites and okay collections, and then tags. Yes, by using tags also we can sort our articles. Like if we want to, if I come across an article and I want to use some tag on it, like if I use IMS here, okay, and then I came across some more article and I want to use this also. Okay, this was like this will be useful for some conference, or this paper is related to some data which I have read in history or something. So if I want to just see the all the tags, all the paper with the same tag, so I can use filter here. I will just click on filters option and then I will go to tag, and here it will show all the tags which I have created. So if I click on IMS, then only two papers will be shown which has IMS tag. Or if I click on, if I just remove this IMS and I click on point tag, then it will show me papers which I have tags like point. in like this way you can create multiple tag for multiple papers. Like if I am having a paper, it's just like you use Flipkart and Amazon for sorting, for filtering different type of products, like which brand you want, which capacity you want. In the same way you can add tags here, like if this paper is in IMS also and is in point also, then it will have two tags here. And whenever I filter my papers based on these tags, it will show all the papers here. Okay, so like in IMS it's showing this, and in point there are also three papers because I have added in IMS, sorry, and one paper is also only one paper is there which has both the tags, point also and IMS also. Okay, so that's how it works, that's how our tagging work. Okay, so these are the features by which we can manage our library. Okay? By using collections, all references are there, and we can use collections to group our papers, similar type of paper. We can use groups to discuss something about one paper or a different paper, or a series of papers, a kind, if you are working in a lab or on a project. And then we have tags if we want to sort out a different paper by any tag which we want to create. Okay, so that type of tagging we can do using this tag option. Here it is, whenever you click on an article and the details come on right side, then below it will show tags there. So as much tag as you want you can add there. Okay, then we have groups, as I already told you that how can we use those groups. The same document can be shared with others, and we can manage this group and add different participants, remove different participants. And then we have notes. Okay, notes, as I already told you, here notebook option is there, where we can use it as a rough book or to make notes when we are working on a paper or a research project, and we want to learn, remind us about something. Then we can use these notebooks, or it has different pages and different body types, so whatever you want to write there, you can easily use it as a rough copy there. So you, if you want to take notes about your reading or about anything else, then you can use it. The notebook is general, it is for the whole program, and annotations are specific. So we will talk about annotations just in next slide. But in notebook, if you want to use any page, you can use it there. And there is also one option, like you have written all these info about your article, but you want to use this info in some other paper or in some other. So first option is always there, that you can just copy it directly, but there is also an option of exporting this page as an RTF, rich text file, which can be opened by any word processor, Microsoft Word और simple जो MS Word pad होता है, उसको भी use करके आप लोग इसको open कर सकते हैं. Export page as RTF. If you click on this, then it will give you an option to export it as an RTF file, and you can save it. And whenever you will open it, it will be opened in simple format. Let me show you where I downloaded it. I saved it in my downloads folder. Okay, like this info.rts. If you open it, it will open in word processor or MS WordPad, and it will show which I read there, like info, and get the idea. Whatever I wrote there, it will just export it as a rich text file. Okay, so notebooks, okay, annotation and highlighter. So annotation, we use annotations for specific papers. Like if I have selected this paper in info, it is giving me an option to read it. So if I click on it, so there are different papers open in my window of Mendeley reference manager. Like this was the paper which I was trying to open, so it's just loading it. And then I can just I have two options for it. First is I am reading this paper and I want to make notes on this paper. Okay, and other is like I just want to make general note about this paper. Okay, like this paper, I want to use it in future in my future research. Okay, that so we can write, okay, like we can make notes at the experimental data. So we have options of making a general notations here, and general notations can be made on even on the papers which for which we don't have the PDF. Like this was done for this annotation was for this paper, and this annotation will be the paper for annotation for this paper will be different. Okay, like for this I have also have PDF. If I take this paper, for this I don't have PDF, so I can't read it. Okay, because I don't have a PDF file available on my computer for this paper. That's why I cannot read it in Mendeley. But still, I can add annotations on it. I can add anything I want to say. I want to remind myself in annotations of that. Whenever I will click on that paper, it will show me annotations added here. Whichever I have written here, it will be available. Okay, but for the papers which I have PDFs, right? Like this paper is there. I have opened it. So for this paper, I have further options of writing notes in different parts of it. Like first we have highlighter here. You can see we can choose the color of highlighter, and we can highlight with whatever we want from here. Okay, and we just put it there and it will be highlighted. Okay, and if you want to change the color, we just go through there and we will highlight it. Like, so there is an option if we want to highlight something, or if we want to add some notes, then we will just click on this and we will add any, wherever on this page, wherever we want to add, we will just click there. Okay, and a short note, this symbol will come on this, and we can just add a comment here, whatever we want to write. Okay, just let's take this to sir, to supervisor. That takes the data supervisor. So but whenever I just put this, so whenever I open this again, whenever I will open it, this PDF again, it will show me notes here. Okay, that you last time when you wrote it, these were annotation, and these notes which I have made here, this will show in annotations. Okay, like you have these annotations there, and whenever I click on this annotation, I will go to that page. It will take me to that page where I have put these sticky notes there. Okay, so for the PDF, for the papers which I have the PDF, I have an added functionality of adding annotations at specific location. At specific location or specific page, specific paragraph, I can add annotations there so that I can read it later on. Okay, we have writing option also. Okay, then highlighting test. Okay, highlight rectangle. It's okay. Highlight text is uh, sufficient. So it was the management of your paper, how you can manage your research articles here, and then we have using the final thing, that how we will use this reference management in our word processor, you can say, and how we can use this Mendeley to actually put citation into our paper, because that's the main function of any reference manager. Okay, so till now, what we have discussed all the interface, the libraries, how to import papers into Mendeley, how to add references into Mendeley, and how we can use the Mendeley to do the research, to do the literature survey, we can say. Okay, to do a literature survey, to how we can sort our papers, how we can just make notes on it, and how we can use it to just get our research managed, to get it organized. Okay, now adding citation and inserting lists of citation is a basic thing, is a basic work of any reference management manager. For that we will have to go to Word. Okay, as I showed you that when you use your Microsoft Word, like we have this document. Okay, so if we go to references tab here, home, insert, design, layout, references. If we go to references tab, it will show Mendeley site here. When we click on it, it will show a small version of our library here. Okay, if all the articles will be shown here which we have in our library. So if you want to search any paper, we can just put the word here, WHIT, white LED. Okay, we will put that word here and it will show all the papers which have white LED in their title or in their text also. Sometimes if we have PDF there, it will search in that text also, and from here you can look which article you want to add, and you will just click on that. If you want to add more than 2 articles, then you can just click all those articles and insert 3 citations. It will insert citation wherever the cursor is. If my cursor is here, or if my cursor is here, or wherever, if the cursor is here, it will insert those citations which I want to put. Okay, 1 2 3, and insert 3 citations. So 3 citations will be inserted here. Okay, so here we can change the citation settings also. Okay, in citation setting we can change the citation style. Okay, because different journals have different citation style. As we are people from engineering background, so in engineering colleges mostly IEEE citation style is followed. But if you want, you can change it to any other, like American APA style is there, Vancouver style is there, or anything AMA style is there. Any nature will be there. So any citation style that you want to format, you want to use that in your paper, you can just put that citation style here, and your references will be formatted in that citation style. And also, if there is a custom reference style, if you are working in a university and it has its own reference management style, it has an own reference format. Okay, then you can add that format using add a custom style. Using as a custom style, you will have to just put that URL where they have given the file for citation formatting. Then we will put that URL here, and that will be copied. It will take that citation style and it will format it all your citation into those style. Okay, so I will just, okay, let's take nature because it's the style of IEEE. Let's change it, so it will take nature. Now you can see it has been formatted into nature style, in which the citations are in uh, superscript. Okay, so here's 3 and 5, and there's 1 and 2 is there, as you can see. So all the citations have been modified to new citation style, and that's the most time taking process. Okay, when you submit a paper in some research journal, and they reject it. Okay, then you just come back and you want to submit it into other journal, but they have different type of citation. Then there is the two problem comes. First is formatting of the whole article. Like in IEEE conferences, they want two column format, but in Elsevier they want just single line or single column format there. In even in some IEEE journals, they want single column format, but in IEEE conferences and IEEE transactions, they need two column format for that. So that's why first thing is formatting the whole document for the whole article there, and second thing is formatting the citation, because every journal has its own format for citation. So that's why for formatting the citation, we have uh, Mendeley Mendeley software, that if we want to change any formatting style for any journal, we can just change the citation style here, and our citation style will be converted to that style, like here in IEEE. And in the end, you will want to put the list of references there, right? So if we, like, in the end of the paper, generally we want to put our references, right? So that's called bibliography. So wherever we want to put our list of references, we will just go there, and we will click on this three dots. As you can see, Mendeley side, three dots is there. There is an option of insert bibliography. When we click on insert bibliography, it will ask that your bibliography will be inserted in the uh, uh, on the position where the cursor is blinking. Okay, so when we can put it continue, then it will insert the whole list of what you can say, your references which you have used in your article 1, 2, 3, 4. But still, sometimes what it does, sometimes the formatting is like not what you want to do. Mostly 98% the formatting is correct, 100% accurate formatting is there. But what happens, sometimes the PDF which we have given it, it's are not that correct in manner. So that's why what it does, it gives some errors like this. Okay, you can see here it's not a correct formation style, right? But mostly it's okay. So in the end, you should have a look on the citation listing, that either they are correct or not. Okay, so these are the references which I have used in this paper 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I just change the citation style here, if I change the citation style from IEEE to nature, then the style of, okay, then the style of citation from here will also change, and the style of formatting here will also change. As you can see, in IEEE it was different like this, and in nature it is different. In APA it will be different. If I take this, it comes in alphabetical order. Okay, so citation style will be changed every time you use different citation style. The citation will also change, and the list of reference style will also change. So now we have come to the conclusion of today's session, and citation style, list of citation, adding citation. So that's all from me. I hope you could have get some value from this lecture or this presentation.